Hey there, welcome back to Working Aussies Homestead. I'm Jordan, and today we are going to take a look at how our February budget went and go ahead and make our March one. Let's get started. I'm going to go ahead and open up my EveryDollar budgeting app here on my phone. You can use it on your desktop as well, but we love using the app because while we are out and about and we make a transaction, we can go ahead and add it in there at the time we make that purchase. So we're going to go over March after we go over February. But let's look at how we did this month. So initially the goal for Starbucks was $1,500. We did not quite make that. We did $1,308.81. And then our goal for the month was to go ahead and sell 4 puppies. And we did not quite make that goal, but we're going to go ahead and put those deposits in here. So we did bring in $3,800 from the puppies. We also did a little bit extra on boarding, which was nice. So $195 is on there. We did get 2 checks in the mail, just as congratulatory ones for our new daughter. So those are in there. We also filed our taxes at the end of last month, which was a part of the budget. And we did get our returns and our refunds back. So that is in the budget. And we also received our check from Homesteaders of America. So that is all accounted for. So we did have $8,668 come in to the month of February, which was awesome. And going down, our bills were the same, which was great. We did do more in groceries than anticipated. I believe our initial budget was around $100. And we did $242.58 for groceries. So that is in there. Gas, we did do more than our $100 budget. That's because we did do a few extra field trips for the puppies, and we did not account for that, which we should have. Shame on our part. But that is in there, so we did $196.24 in gas this month. And feed, we did less than expected, which was awesome. So $114.06 instead of the initially planned. So we have all of these extras in here. We did less at doTERRA, which was great. However, we did get wood chips this month, and that was not initially planned in the budget. But since we had a little bit of wiggle room to play with, we went ahead and purchased those. And then we did have to get a few supplies from Lowe's. We also went over budget for the dog and cat food halfway through this month. I did not quite account for exactly how much food our puppies would eat. So I needed to order some more food during the middle of the month. So that is in here. So we spent $404.31 on dog and cat food this month. We had our vet visit, and then we spent less than planned on the puppy packs. So we only spent $442.74 on those items. So that is in there. The gym is in there. Health insurance is in there. The class for Joy is in there. And then we also picked up a few extra things from Aussies. Another thing not part of the budget initially was Scout's doctor visit. So we took her to just her regular 2-month appointment, and that was not initially planned for. So we had to add that in afterwards, and that was $95. So that is in there. And then we had to pay a late fee on the loan, so it was $330.66. We had some major issues go on this month with that loan, so I'm gonna take a break here from this before we dive into March, because I wanted to talk about it because it's a huge part of our journey to being debt free. And if you guys have been following us along for any amount of time, you'll know that we have one loan left aside from our house. And when the loan started, it's broken down into 2 separate loans. So the first one had roughly $15,000, and the other one had like $24,000 as part of the loan. And so the minimum payment is split up separately. A certain amount goes to this loan, a certain amount goes to that loan. And back in 2020 and 2021, we had made additional payments more than the minimum. And we had wanted to have those payments go towards the smaller loan so that it could be paid off faster. Well, shortly after we had done that, our minimum payment went down to $310 from $510. And so we thought, okay, that seemed normal because we had paid extra on it. And so, of course, the minimum payment would go down. However, what we didn't know until just a few weeks ago was that instead of having it be applied that way, it was applied to pay the loan payments in advance. And so while we have not been thinking that we're paying extra on that loan, we haven't been paying on the smaller loan at all. And so since we made those initial extra payments, it's done nothing but accrue more interest. And so it's already back up to almost the beginning balance, meaning that the $3,000 that we paid extra on it have basically disappeared because of how it was applied. And so that's been really frustrating. So moving forward, our new minimum payment will be the $510 again. But it's just so frustrating because we think, okay, we're getting ahead, we're working on it. We had paid $3,000 extra on this loan to help kind of make our minimum payment a little bit less. And instead it was applied as if we had just divvied up that amount into payments. And so it's still been accruing the interest, which is extremely frustrating. And it really caused some issues for us mentally. And it's just been a little bit of one thing after another, unfortunately. And so while we're supposed to be on this downtime away from work, spending time with our new baby, it's been having these little things pop up that we just end up stressing about. And it's not necessarily that we want to stress about them. It's just part of it. We try to put ourselves in a much better position financially, and then it's like something else pops up. It's really very comparable to when I was sick and we were doing different medical testing. It felt like we were constantly getting doctor bills and medical bills, and we would just get one in the mail and it would say, oh, we're due in 2 weeks, or we're due immediately upon receival. And that was money we didn't have at the time. And so we had to really figure out where we were going to put that in the budget. And so we're trying to get ourselves in a better position to pay that loan off faster and just get it the heck out of our lives, because at this point we are so tired of it. Just taking that extra money, $510 in a month is not a little bit. So we're working on it, but I wanted to kind of catch you guys up to what has been going on, and that's part of the reason why we didn't get more videos out this month like I had hoped. The best we can do is try, and we'll just get up and try again. Let's go ahead and dive into March's budget now that we are back on track. So we're going to go ahead and go at the top here and tap on March. It's going to ask me if I'm ready to create the budget. I have it already written out here. So this is always what we do, is we sit down and we talk about if there's any additional things we need to add to the budget. We pull all the bills together, take a look, and see what we need to put it here in our app. So I'm going to go ahead and change Starbucks to $500. This month we should be receiving $13,500 for puppies. We should be receiving roughly $700 for boarding. I'm going to take the check out, and I'm going to change the title of this one to YouTube. So we did not get YouTube last month, which is totally fine. We're going to hope to get it this month. So we're going to go ahead and put in $100 here. And then I'm going to change this one. So we are doing 2 yoga with puppy classes with our litter of puppies. So I'm going to just put it in here as yoga. And we are splitting 50% with the yoga studios. And so I'm going to put in here $350 so that is accounted for. All right, going down, mortgage is going to be the same. Water is going to be $39.08. Natural gas is the same. Electricity went down. Woo woo. That's because it's been warmer and we haven't had to have the heater on. So we can actually open up the windows. In fact, today it's a beautiful 75-degree day and it's sunny out. So Josh is outside working. All right. And then we have the trash is going to be $41. Phone is the same. Storage unit's the same. Internet's the same. All right, so for groceries, we're going to just go ahead and bump it up to $250. That way we have a bit more wiggle room and we don't necessarily feel as bad if we spend a little bit extra on certain ingredients. Josh has actually started meal planning for the whole month. So he sits down, looks at what we have in the freezers, looks at what we have in the pantry, and puts together some meal plans for at least dinner. And then for lunches, we just kind of, throw together whatever. So he's been doing that and then grocery shopping every 2 weeks instead of, as needed, which is a little bit different. So I want to have that in there for us. Gas, we're going to go ahead and do $250. We have a few more field trips planned, and so I want to make sure that we have the money in there. Insurance, I'm going to change maintenance to inspection, and I'll just put in there tags. So we just have to renew that. So that's going to be roughly $100 for all of it. So we're going to have that in there. All right. So we have that. For feed, we're just going to go ahead and do $100. Adobe's the same. Real Dog Box is the same. We're going to do $150 for doTERRA. Schoolhouse Life is $127 still. We're going to go ahead and take Dollar Tree out. Let's see. Going down here. Let's just go ahead and change this. So this is going to be $200. Vet visit, we have another vet visit again, so we're just going to put in $350 for that. And then we're going to do $350 for the puppy packs. So actually, let's do $450 for the puppy packs. I just have a few more items that I need to purchase for those. We have the gym, we have health insurance, and then we're going to change this one to the $510.88 so that is on there. So $510.88. Then we're going to go ahead and take out this doctor visit for Scout. We're going to go back down here, take out Ollie's. We're going to go down here. We're going to take out the class. And then we're also going to take out wood chips. We're going to take out Lowe's. So I do want to say, though, we are going to add one more project in here this month, and that is putting up a fence, a more permanent fence around our garden. So we're going to go ahead and put in $300 in the budget here. We're going to put up some welded wire and some nice posts. And Josh is going to build 2 gates for it. So I'm really excited to get that set up. In fact, today he is actually working on the herb garden, putting up a more permanent fence around there because we've just been using the Premier One, shock or not. So let's get back to topic though. All right, so we have $15,150 planned for the month of March. That is with having one puppy still available, so that can definitely change. So looking it over, I'm really excited. So that $10,000 is actually going to go into our savings account. That is our plan for it. so that can still just go in there. And then when we are ready to go ahead and pull the trigger, we're going to pay off this last loan and get it gone. So that is our plan. So I'm really excited about this month and how it's going to go. We have a lot more potential for that. But again, I appreciate you guys watching this video. And let me know if you have any questions, any concerns. And, let me know what you're struggling with your budget this month. If there's anything you have planned or unaccounted for that you would like some prayers for, let me know how I can pray for you. See you next time.